7, Ashley Assay. Number 8, Corinne Noose. Number 9, Allie Roseberry. Number 10, Peyton Morris. Number 11, Dylan Gonzalez. Number 12, Audrey King. Number 15, Hannah Kuhn. And number 17, Leslie Martinez. And the starting lineups from the home Northwest Christian Crusaders. Number 99, Taylor Paulus. Number 3, Grace Swire. Number 4, Cassidy Garberding. Number 5, Gracie Medea. Number 7, Ellie Johannes. Number 9, Belle Floyd. Number 12, Lauren Maston. Number 13, Ava Campbell. Number 19, Beasley Floyd. Number 20, Mackenzie Wisely. And number 24, Olivia Winetta. Soccer fans, will you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Glendale High School as we are here in Glendale, Arizona for the second semifinal of the Girls 3A State Championships. And this will be between the number 6 ranked ALA Gilbert North Eagles against the number 2 Northwest Christian Crusaders. Hello, everyone. My name is Brett Quinton. Pleased to bring you this production on the NFHS network. And for the ALA Gilbert North Eagles, they check in with a record of 13 wins, 3 losses, and a pair of ties. They are led by freshmen, true freshmen all the way around. We will hear from Ashley Assay. She's a freshman. I will say her name many times this evening. Allie Roseberry, another freshman, their second leading scorer. And we will also see Chloe Miller. Chloe Miller is a junior goaltender. She wears number 1, but indeed this team is loaded with freshmen. On the other side, the Northwest Christian Crusaders, they will be in the dark uniforms this evening. They check in with a record of 14 wins and 1 loss. They're led by their head coach, Jeffrey Penzone. He is in his 18th and final season as the head coach of the Northwest Christian Crusaders. What a year they've been having at 14-1. He'll see if they have 2 more victories in them to become back-to-back champs. He won state titles with the Northwest Christian boys team years ago. He's trying to get it done again with the girls team. For this Crusaders squad, as we mentioned, 14-1 on the year. They're led by number 7, Ellie Johannes. She's a junior, 50 goals and 16 assists. That's a lot of points, folks. That's 116 points on the year. And we'll also get to hear and see and talk about Belle Floyd. She is a senior. She has had a solid season as well. Well, we get a look at the Northwest Christian Crusaders coming out onto the field. As we mentioned, they are sporting the dark uniforms. In a sense, we could say the home dark. They are the higher seed. Northwest Christian High School is in Phoenix, Arizona, probably no more than 20 minutes from here over on 43rd Avenue. And for the ALA Gilbert North Eagles, they are sporting the road white. The ball is placed at the 50-yard line, which is midfield. They are waiting for the whistle. Referee picks the ball up, hands it to Ashley Assay. And this state semifinal championship game is underway. And yes, folks, if you've been listening to me for the last couple of nights, we like to let the action flow a little bit before we dive into some of the names. Daytime has turned into nighttime here in Glendale, Arizona. The lights essentially taking full effect on the stadium in the center of this campus. It's definitely spread out here. As we mentioned, you have the baseball and softball fields off to the right. The academic buildings directly in front of us, behind the field, which of course is surrounded by the track. So for ALA Gilbert North, we see Ryan Gonzalez, senior, getting in on the action. Leslie Martinez, a sophomore. And they will send it down. Northwest Christian will try to take control of it really for the first time tonight. Ellie Johannes had the ball, and we'll get the whistle, and we will go the other way. Glad you could join us tonight on the NFHS Network. The winner of this game will play the winner. I shouldn't even say the winner because that game is over already. They will play the Sabino Sabercats for the state championship on Friday beginning at 5 p.m. And we'll get the inbound for the Crusaders. That will be done by Olivia Winetta. Crusaders on the move. Gracie Medea. All of these ladies very, very talented. Medea sends it in. But that's kicked right back out by ALA. And Medea will send it in once again. Big high toss. They keep getting closer to the goal that is manned by Chloe Miller. Crusaders on the move, and Miller saves it. That shot was off the foot of Ellie Johannes. Johannes, the outstanding junior forward for Northwest Christian. Lauren Maston kicks it. It'll be set up by Mackenzie Wisely. We'll get to the ball first. Winetta does, and her kick again will end up in the hands of the goalie Miller. Short kick that will end up in the possession of the Crusaders. Crusaders' lone loss was 4-0 to a 6A team. Keep in mind, this is 3A. Talented girls, but the populations of these schools not terribly high. They lost 4-0 to the Basha Bears back on the 28th of December. Since then, they're on a 10-game winning streak. As we mentioned, they are the defending champions. Young lady down on the field, and trainer is being waved in. That's Belle Floyd. They definitely do not want to lose her for any length of time. As she is, I'm going to say, hobbling off. Definitely not someone they want to lose. And looks like Tatum Berkwitt will come in. Just a shade over 4 minutes into this contest. And we'll get the play going once again. Eagles with the very high kick. Headed by ALA Gilbert North. Good movement by the Eagles. Good passing. On the move is Caroline Mack, the senior, in that right corner, but not able to save it is Peyton Morris. So this tough Crusader team, they'll come back the other way. Mackenzie Wisely will kick it. Line drive kick takes a bounce, and right now it's anybody's ball. Eagles kick it back the other way. They may have a play. And pushed off the ball was Peyton Morris. Morris once again with the header tries to stay in control. She was picked up momentarily by Caroline Mack. But it looks like we will have the Crusaders coming the other way. Grace Swire with it. And that kick is well out of bounds. So for Northwest Christian, they've had a couple of 4-goal victories in the postseason so far. In round one, they shut out Chandler Prep, the Titans, by a score of 4-0. And in the quarterfinals, they knocked out number 7 Arizona College Prep, ACP, by a score of 5-1. So technically, they run Chandler, both of those schools in Chandler, and they had some dominating victories over both of those schools. Again, number 15 and number 7. Here they are again playing in East Valley School. Looking to continue that domination, more so looking to defend the title. And again, can't say it starts here, but this is a big part of it. You've got to win your semifinal match. Good feed, and that is going to trickle off to the left. And for this Northwest Christian team, their biggest win, most lopsided, was a 13-0 shutout at Kingman earlier this year. Ava Campbell will have the corner kick. Campbell sends it out in front, but it ends up in the back of the net. Line drive kick. ALA on the move once again. Northwest Christian back with it. They cross midfield. Gracie Medea, she's up with it. Crusaders once again, and that is saved by Miller. Little ping pong back and forth. Who will get to the soccer ball first? Giving chase is Tatum Berkowitz. Beasley Floyd. Crusaders trying to keep it in this end as ALA Gilbert North now will go the other way. Berkowitz takes it away. Just playing a little bit of keep away before the ball will roll away. Thanks for joining us, as today's event is also available for all subscribers via our mobile site. Log on to NFHSnetwork.com from your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. Let's see where the action will begin. Looks like we may have a substitution. You know, the clock definitely should and still does run. Northwest Christian sends it down. And Chloe Miller in a collision. Goaltender far away from her post. Both girls basically saying, hey, it wasn't me. And let's see where we will have play. These two teams actually met back on November 30th, and Northwest Christian decidedly won that contest 7-0. It was the opener for ALA Gilbert North. So this essentially is a rematch, but both teams have an entirely different look. We spoke about all the freshmen that ALA has. That was essentially their first varsity game, playing the defending champions, and it's probably why the score was 7-0 at that point. But this is the semifinals. Scoreless 12 minutes into this contest. Northwest Christian on the move, trying to set some things up. Here we see Mackenzie Wisely with the big kick. That'll stay in for the Eagles. Caroline Mack has it. She patrols at midfield very well. But it's the Crusaders coming up with it. Dribbling backwards a little bit was Ellie Johannes as they reset. Looking to advance it. And now we'll see the goalie come out, and that is Taylor Paulus, almost colliding with Allie Roseberry. Roseberry, another one of the freshmen that we spoke about for ALA. Good dribbling by Brooke Hausman. Crusaders on the attack. And that's going to go wide. Ellie Johannes with the shot, and that's what we've said really all week long. In order to score, you have to get the shots going. When you can have confusion in front of the net for the opposing goaltender, that usually bodes well for you. Penalty kick for Ava Campbell. Not penalty kick, corner kick, I should say. Headed away from the goal. Good play. Very terrific play. She had her players in position, but in the end was not able to poke it home. But if you get enough of those types of shots, something is going to get past the goalie no matter how good she may be. And once again, we see the kick go out of bounds, but they'll try to reset it fairly quickly. Crusaders on the move. And the pass was actually behind Cassidy Garberding. And we will have the kick from ALA. It's going to be Caroline Mack. She'll send the low line drive, not terribly deep. It'll stay in at least for the time being. Northwest Christian keeps it in. They stay on the attack. And that rolls away once again. Crusaders trying to set it up, and that kick goes away. And so far, you may say advantage Northwest Christian. It's been pretty even so far, but the Crusaders have probably had a few more opportunities than ALA. And we'll get that whistle. So we see Mackenzie Wisely with it. She'll have the free kick. She'll wait for her players to get set up. These are always key plays in any type of soccer match. And there it is, but it's going to bounce once into the hands of Chloe Miller. Have to keep the opposing goaltender working. You never know which way the ball is going to bounce. You truly don't. Crusaders, once again, they keep Miller busy. And this is what we mean by saying Northwest Christian has, for the most part, had the slight advantage. There's no advantage on the scoreboard yet, that's for sure, but most of the action has been in this end. They get it right back. Gracie Medea. Down the corner is Ellie Johannes, and that shot temporarily stuffed, but Miller is not going to be able to defend that one. And the Northwest Christian Crusaders have the 1-0 lead.
Goal, Northwest Christian Crusaders.
So the Crusaders, who have been playing very well, they're the defending champs.
Northwest Christian
they draw first blood almost midway through this first half. And we kept saying the more you play in this end, something is going to break at some point. Chloe Miller, an outstanding goaltender, but when you face a plethora of shots from the defending champion, one is probably going to get past you at some point. But these Eagles are pesky. They know how to fly. Crusaders will send it out. And that kick ends up in the middle of the field and kicked right back by the Crusaders. Some more midfield action, which tends to favor, at least so far, it has favored Northwest Christian. And down the field and all alone and the ball is kicked and saved. Wow. What a shot by Ellie Johanna. She took her time as she should. And just an amazing stop by Corinne Noose. Wow. Goaltender was out of position. They almost had their second tally within really basically a minute, but this is why we're at this semifinal round. Nobody wants to go home. Another kick, and that is fielded cleanly by Miller. So Miller sends it away. Northwest Christian continuing to stay in attack mode. And for the Eagles, they'll toss it in once again. And they need to put a little bit of pressure on the opposing goalie, Taylor Powers. We have not called her name really, perhaps maybe once early on within the first few minutes. Plenty of greenery for the Eagles. Crusaders send it away. Kick by Berkwitt. And again, when you get that goaltender out of position, that is tough. Dylan Gonzalez tried to save it, but she was not able to. Action on the far side. Crusaders trying to get it going, but that shot is popped over the head of the goaltender, Miller. As we continue to mention, it's the Crusaders who are creating their opportunities. Another kick, and we'll see if the Eagles can break it up and try to get an offensive series of their own, but not in this instance. Throw in by Lauren Maston. And now we'll see what the Eagles can do. That was Ryan Gonzalez tossing it in. And we'll move deeper towards the net. 17 minutes remaining in half number one. 1-0. The Crusaders with the lead over the Eagles. Big kick towards the center of the field. Nothing really happening as Northwest Christian will kick it away, so we'll stay down here. Headed out, the Crusaders will set something up as they try to advance a little bit, and they do across midfield. But the defense is right there for the Eagles and Allie Roseberry. ALA on the move once again. Haven't really been able to get that clean shot to really test Taylor Powless. Not too many people have tested Taylor Powless. 9 shutouts on the season. And if they have tested her, it means she's passed basically every one of them. Here's the Crusaders with a behind-the-back pass. Big battle for the ball, and the Eagles come away with it. Down the sideline is Peyton Morris. Morris pushing, dribbling, in the corner. Continues to hold on to it, and that time it is Powless who scoops it up. Broken up as the Eagles have some room. Looking for the open player, but nothing doing there. Northwest Christian will roll it away. That time it was Ellie Johannes with the shot. And regardless if they go wide or over the net, they're just continuing to try to get something going. As we've said, they have been a step ahead of, well, clearly everybody they've played in the postseason, and so far tonight in the first half, that's proven true, which is why they have the 1-0 advantage. Gonzalez set to inbound. Clock stopped momentarily. Ellie Johannes will leave for Northwest Christian. Coming in is Beasley Floyd. Play will resume. Midfield action, as we said, so far it's tend to lean to the way of Northwest Christian. They're pushing, creating the shots, but this one is turned away by the Eagles. Eagles trying to get it out of the zone. They have been on the defensive for most of the night. And that is over the head. Hits the goalpost here at Glendale High School. It's a very cool, clear evening here in the West Valley of Phoenix, Arizona. 3A girls semifinal action. The winner moves on to play in the state final on Friday on this very field against the Sabino Sabercats. They were 5-0 winners over Benjamin Franklin earlier this afternoon. Eagles will have it go out of bounds, and Northwest Christian will get it going once again. Looks like Lauren Maston will toss it in. More substitutions as we hit the 11-minute mark left in half number one. ALA tosses it in. There are several ALAs, American Leadership Academy, throughout the Phoenix area. ALA Ironwood, ALA Queen Creek, ALA Gilbert North, predominantly in the East Valley. And we will see where this kick by Johannes goes. Eagles looking to defend it. And she will kick it over the head of Miller. She definitely challenges the goaltender. That's why Johannes has 116 points on the year, 50 goals and 16 assists. Quick whistle as Northwest Christian will continue their possession. And we'll get it restarted once again. Nine minutes remain in half number one. The lone goal in this game was scored by Northwest Christian with 21:43 showing on the clock. Crusaders looking for more. Bumped off the ball. And that shot is rejected and kicked away. ALA having to play some stellar defense, really having to work. Avoiding a couple of near misses right there. Maston once again gets the soccer ball in. But this time it will go back to the Eagles. Eagles had a couple of big blowout wins over the course of the season. 8-0 at Arete Prep and 8-0 against Gilbert Classical Academy. This was back in mid-January, both of those victories. Crusaders pushing. And again, we hear that whistle. Let's see where this kick will end up. We know who's kicking it. And We know Ellie Johannes is pretty much on point. She is going to make Chloe Miller think. And she blows it past the goaltender, Chloe Miller. We said she was going to make her think, and just like that, Ellie Johannes with another goal, her 51st of the season. They're up 2-0 at the 7:25 mark.
Goal, Northwest Christian Crusaders, with 7 minutes 25 seconds remaining.
That's a big goal for the Crusaders.
2-0, Northwest Christian.
Johannes right back at it again. She'll be back next year. She's a junior. And this one will get away from ALA. 7 minutes remain. And for the Crusaders, we'll see Ava Campbell. She'll have the corner kick. Always dangerous. We get the substitution for her Crusaders. Campbell with the kick, and that is going to be headed and missed, and it's kicked away by ALA Gilbert North. In particular, Allie Roseberry helped clear it a little bit. But right back are the Crusaders, showing why they're the defending champs. Another whistle. Action will continue to stay in this end. Campbell once again with the kick. It's a good one, and it's going to be kicked away by the goalie Miller. Northwest Christian really knows how to make the opposition work. They know how to confuse them a little bit. Eagles with a chance, and that is kicked away. Coming up on 4.5 minutes remaining in half number one. Grace Lindstrom gets it in for the Eagles. This high kick is going to be headed away by Northwest Christian. NWC, perhaps we call them. Crusaders pushing, dribbling. And that is finally fielded by Miller. I tell you, Ellie Johannes is really something special for this Crusaders team. Just amazing work ethic. You see her all over the place. True leader, and yes, she's also leading in goals scored as well as assists. Makes her teammates better. She really does. Belle Floyd. And here we go again on the breakaway, and that is good. We were just talking about Ellie Johannes, and that's another one past Miller. 3-0 Northwest Christian. This with 3:21 remaining.
21 seconds remaining in the first half. Northwest Christian.
Johannes
3,
with another
ALA
goal.
Gilbert North 0.
52 goals on the year. Well, at the beginning of the broadcast, we said we'd be talking about some special athletes in front of us, and she certainly is one of them. Crusaders with the liner. Johannes sends it down once again, and this is kicked away by Miller. Eagles moving. And if you're ALA Gilbert, you really want to get a score before the half. You want to have some type of momentum. And we said that about Ben Franklin being shut out in the first half in game 1. You want to get something on the board as that goes to the right. Totally different mindset when you head into the locker room, so to speak, having scored a goal as opposed to being shut out. "90 seconds remain in half number 1, a half that has been dominated by the Crusaders. And we'll get this reset. Checking in for the Crusaders, Gracie Medea. One minute remains in half number 1. And this will be Mackenzie Wisely. Wisely with the kick, and it's going to be broken up. "30 seconds remain in half number 1. Time for the Eagles to have one last good rush, perhaps. But it's going to be tough for them to get the score, as that is broken up by the Crusaders. Five seconds remain in half number 1. And there is the buzzer, and what a half it was for the Northwest Christian Crusaders as they lead the ALA Gilbert North Eagles by a score of 3-0. We're seeing some domination in today's semifinals so far. 20 minutes separate Northwest Christian. Welcome back to Glendale High School here in Glendale, Arizona. Half number 2 is upon us, and folks, half number 1 was dominated. It was a one-sided affair, and that's why we have the Crusaders leading the ALA Gilbert North Eagles by a score of 3-0. Ellie Johannes with a pair of goals. She came into the contest with 50 of them, and she just continues to increase that total. Clearly one of the best players in the state, definitely at the 3A level. So we'll see what the Eagles can do. For Northwest Christian, they just have to continue doing what they did in the first half, and that is getting the shots on goal and continuing to win that midfield battle. They'll be going from our left to right this half, and once again you see them on the attack. So the Eagles will kick it, as that is Chloe Miller. Kick it off to the side, and the Eagles on the ground will set it up very slowly. Little back and forth. This just shows that tenacious defense that Northwest Christian continues to throw at ALA. Brooke Hausman of the Crusaders. Definitely getting physical as we get deeper into the zone. And there's another shot, and that is fielded cleanly by the goalie, Chloe Miller. Eagles on the move once again. But it's the Crusaders who seemingly get every takeaway, every loose ball. And this one will roll away. Again, another loose ball. This will be inbounded by Aliva Winetta. And now the Crusaders, they get to just set their pace. They've scored 3 goals, and again, we've seen throughout these playoffs, no lead is safe. You want to score as many as you can. But at the same time, they are in a perfect scenario to set up their plays. That's how they've gotten Ellie Johannes a couple of breakaway goals. So we'll see what the Eagles can do here in half number 2. And we'll have the kick on the side. High arcing kick. Headed away by by Northwest Christian. This will be Ryan Gonzalez who's going to toss it in. Gonzalez's throw is headed and broken up by Northwest Christian, NWC, and here they are very quickly back the other way. But it's the Eagles who'll try to reset. Peyton Hollabaugh sends it down. Plenty of fight still left in the Eagles, that's for sure. It'll be the Crusaders from the corner. Lauren Maston Fires it in. And they'll do it again from another 10 yards up the field. There we go once again, and ball will stay on that far side of the field. Eagles across midfield, trying to make something happen. Quick little battle, and who will come up with it? Caroline Mack of ALA. Gonzalez. And Northwest Christian once again breaks it up. Aliva Winetta getting it done. She is a junior. We'll hear from her next year as well. Wisely with the kick. Center of the field. Eagles in possession this time. They'll reset. Consistently going backwards, and now it's in the hands of Chloe Miller once again. Eagles trying to get some type of momentum. Could this be the quick break? Allie Roseberry on the play. And we'll keep it down here for Leslie Martinez. And for the Crusaders, it's a chance just to slow the game down a little bit. They're already in control. They won the first half 3-0. Time is definitely on their side. Martinez gets it in. And it's the Crusaders who get it out as that ball ends up in the stands. Promptly sent back. 8 minutes gone by in half number 2. These girls are tough. That ball is not soft. A lot of physical contact between these ladies. Sometimes we see them fall down and they stagger for a second, but they're right back up going the other way. Another substitution for Penzone's Northwest Crusaders. Grace Swire is in. Battle for the ball. Who will possess it? And that is way off the mark. And props to the ball boys who have just been patrolling the sidelines all game long, not only tonight, but yesterday as well during the doubleheaders. They have to stay on it. They have to pretty much run the length of the field with the players because just like you saw when a ball gets loose, you have to get it to the player very, very quickly. Clock doesn't stop, so you have to be in sync with this game. As we said, it's a very spacious campus here at Glendale High School. The track wraps around the field. Good-looking field, as you guys certainly can see. Brand new carpet. And if you're a player on either side, you gotta love playing on this type of surface. Brand new. All the bounces are going to be very true. Everything is smooth. Good footing. And the evolution of turf over the last 10, 20 years has really just evolved. Now it's very scientific. You've got sand, you've got crushed tire, you've got some dirt. These fields have to have that perfect give, as Miller will let it go away. Then, of course, depending on where you are in the country, you have to have a field that can hold water pretty good. Pretty much gone are the days back in the 70s and the 80s when you would see just water piling up on the old AstroTurf all over the place. This is a brand new era in field play. Crusaders continue to play good soccer. It's Allie Roseberry. Roseberry hustling. The freshman having a great season. Gonzalez. Martinez. Ashley Assay. Good steal there. We'll see what Roseberry can do. Under 28 minutes remain in regulation. We'll get a corner kick, the first one that I recall in this game for the ALA Gilbert North Eagles. Corner kick tends to be a ground ball in this case, and the Crusaders will get it right back. And you talk about good-looking fields. Definitely ALA Gilbert North has a good-looking field, and not sure if you're familiar with the Arizona area or not. We've got viewers and listeners all over the nation, but Higley and 202, when you're coming off that highway and you see that field open up, it is definitely something to look at. And their football team had an amazing year this past year. And the boys soccer team obviously having a terrific comeback last night. They will play for the boys title. But unless the ALA Gilbert North girls score at least 4 times in the next 26 minutes or so, they will not be playing for the girls' championship. But again, as we've seen and we've said over the course of the last couple of days, plenty of soccer still left. Yes, the clock is ticking, but these players are hustling. The Eagles are trying to get it done. Big high kick. And we'll get the whistle there. Eagles still moving. We see one of the Crusaders hit the deck, but it is all clean. Well, not that particular play, not at all. That's Ellie Johannes. Johannes, perhaps, and I say perhaps, the best player in the state, certainly 3A. She was a leading scorer. Having a phenomenal year, and she is expecting to play One more game this season after that. And then there is a senior year. That's the one thing. Not sure if you guys can hear it or not, but there's some passionate fans out there. There definitely are. There's some words being thrown around. Many are clean, some are not, but it is all in the spirit of what is truly a worldwide game. So we'll have Johannes with the free kick. We saw what she did the last time she had one. She scored a goal. This is almost like golf. The crowd is hushed momentarily, watching the skill of Johannes. And her shot is going to end up in the hands of Chloe Miller. But that just shows the skill of Johannes. She put it where it needed to be, the center of the net. Eagles again trying to make something happen. Roseberry. This one is kicked away by Wisely. Crusaders taking their time, setting it up, and they will just send this one away. Inside of 25 minutes now. 3-0. The Crusaders with the lead. Allie Roseberry will exit the game. And entering the contest is Hazel Rigby, a freshman. We'll get Gonzalez to inbound. Confusion right now, but Gonzalez will get the kick. She'll trot it up, and now it's going to be Ashley Assay who is going to put her foot in it. And that is end up in and out of the hands of the goalie, Taylor Powis. How often have we called the name Taylor Powis? Not a lot. That just shows that she has not really been challenged. The Eagles have not gotten off the shots that they certainly have wanted to. Come the Crusaders. Anytime Ellie Johannes touches the ball, it's exciting. It really is. 23 minutes remain in this contest. Gonzalez with the slow ground ball kick. She got it out to Dylan Gonzalez. My guess is they're related. We do see that quite a bit, as something we've seen quite a bit also is Miller being tested. I say the common last name scenario because we see that quite a bit in soccer and girls softball. There tend to be a lot more siblings in those sports. Crusaders pushing once again. And that will roll away. Resetting for you, under 22 minutes remain. 3-0, Northwest Christian with the lead. All 3 goals scored in the first half. Want to thank everyone for joining us as it all starts here on the NFHS Network. Tune in every week to watch the best high school action from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination. The NFHS, we are high school. Chloe Miller turns aside another shot. But the Crusaders want to keep those shots coming. Eagles pushing once again. Can Peyton Morris get down there in time? She was played by Wisely. And Wisely indeed will handle the kick. And it's interesting to see how some teams do it. Many teams just prefer to have their goaltender kick it away. Some teams prefer to have a designated player take care of that. Exiting for the Eagles is Peyton Morris. And this is kicked away by Lauren Madsen. So the Eagles and Ryan Gonzalez, they'll try to get something happening once again. And the header is picked up by the Crusaders. Cross midfield, dribbling, plenty of space. And that is going to be kept in. There's Johannes. Johannes dribbling. And that ball is still loose. Up in the air, popped up. Grace Swire with it. And it goes out of bounds. Grace tosses in as we hit the 19-minute mark. Johannes Hertz, her shot is rejected, and that one is wide. Coming in for ALA is Peyton Hollabaugh, freshman. Exiting is Grace Lindstrom. Coming up on 18 minutes left in regulation and 18 perhaps left in the season for ALA Gilbert North. And they do have to make something happen. Starting to become that sense of urgency. If this was a 1-goal game, it would be totally different, but this is actually a 3-goal contest. But you obviously have to get one first. And again, hitting the deck, Belfloyd. Big solid kick. Eagles come up with it. Action down on the far end. Eagles still looking to try to poke it home. But it's the Crusaders who seem to have the advantage in every facet. Offense, defense, the battles at midfield. ALA on the move, pushing. That one rolls away as we're under 16 minutes. Crusaders pushing, surveying the field, sending it down. Johannes was down there. Not that time for Jacqueline Karski. Excuse me, not Jacqueline Karski, Tatum Burkett. And we do see one of the Eagles getting set. Looks like she's just tying her shoe. I believe that is Leslie Martinez. Eagles once again trying to get it done. And I'll say this, the consistent series of inbounds, they're going to have to do something about that pretty quickly. Yes, you always want to inbound because that means you have the ball. But at the same time, with the amount of time that is dripping off the clock, that is no longer in ALA's favor. A ball that rolls out of bounds for Northwest Christian, that's fine. It's going to take you another 10 seconds to set up. The clock is going to continue to count down. And with a 3-0 advantage, you're okay with that. So we're currently stopped at 13-14. And this will be Wisely on the kick. Got a lot of things going on down on that sideline as we're kind of keyed in on the opposite side of the field. Wisely finally sends a very high kick. And there is another scrum, but Chloe Miller fields it and will try to get it away from her as soon as possible, hoping that the Eagles can get a good bounce, hoping they can get a breakaway of some type. And that time hitting the ground was Cassidy Garberding. Crusaders set to inbound. They're trying to figure out who is going to do it. And as it should be, Ellie Johannes. Always dangerous. Here's her kick. out in front, but it pops over the goal. As we're now approaching 12 minutes remaining. There is the kick. The Eagles have to make something happen. It's a 3-goal deficit with under 12 minutes remaining. There's really no quit in either team. I can definitely tell you Northwest Christian, they're not going to let up. Everyone getting a little bit physical and pushy. That's part of soccer, though. It really is. That's the one thing that we see at every soccer match. If someone gets touched or bumped, you see someone's arms in the crowd go up. Hey, you know what? They're going to hit one another. You don't want anything malicious, of course, but there is going to be contact. And each time there's contact, there's not going to be a flag. There just isn't.
Soccer fans, I was just informed the snack bar is trying to get rid of some pizza. They're selling full boxes of pizza for $8. If you're looking for a snack to take home this evening, full boxes of pizza for $8 from the snack bar.
With the ball is Ryan Hunter. She's a senior, perhaps playing her last game. And that shot is on goal. That shot was off the foot of Berkwitt. Not playing their last game are seniors on the Northwest Christian side of things, because more than likely this 3-0 lead is not going to be blown, and they will finish up their high school careers in the championship game on Friday. Berkwitt trying to push between a few Eagle defenders, but Dylan Gonzalez was having none of it. And the Eagles will reset, although it is stolen by the all-important and all-star Ellie Johannes. She is fantastic with her 3rd goal of the night. Folks, she is fantastic. 4-0 Northwest Christian. And you can pretty much pencil in it will be a final of Northwest Christian against the Sabino Sabercats in the championship game on Friday night. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. We'll mention that at the end of this broadcast. But a 4-goal lead right now with 9.5 remaining is probably not going to be overcome. And I'll definitely say Ellie Johannes is not going to have any of it. She is not going to not play in that contest. If by chance ALA Gilbert North did score a couple of goals, you get the feeling that Johannes would sort of take matters into her own hands in the waning minutes of this game. I haven't seen a performance like this by an individual in a long time. She's very deserving of every accolade that she is given this season. As I mentioned, she is a junior, so she'll be back for more. ALA Gilbert trying very hard to get that elusive goal. That's Dylan Gonzalez. She was on the move. The ALA Gilbert North Eagles trailing 4-0. These Crusaders, there's something special. It's going to be a good championship game, let me tell you folks, on Friday night. We've seen, and again, it's not over. It's under 8 minutes left, though. We've seen two good teams get defeated tonight by two teams that are very good. While we're seeing shutouts, it's not like the team that was shut out was lackluster. They were very good seeds. And that's a terrific goaltender right there, even though she's given up 4 tonight, Chloe Miller. She's been fantastic. Eagles looking for that score. And that is going to be a one bouncer into the hands of Taylor Powless. Allie Roseberry. We're going to talk about her for a while. She's a freshman. You'll hear her next year, the year after, and the year after that. I think that's what's making the game of soccer just so intense here in Arizona, because the stars are shining as freshmen. It's not like these games are dominated by seniors. Yes, we're seeing some standouts who are seniors, but look at the young lady, Ellie Johans. She's been doing fantastic as a junior. And you mix in the freshmen who we've spoken about, it's like, wow. Under 6 minutes remain. It's been a very cool evening here in Glendale, Arizona. Now, I've been surrounded by some very cool people. Greg and Kat Jones, who I can't really talk any more highly of. They are nothing short of fantastic folks. And I do not know his name, even though he's told me the cross-country coach who is also serving, and we definitely see a scenario there. And that is the freshman Allie Roseberry, who is down. You can actually see in her face that she's shaken up. And we did say there would be some blood, sweat, and tears, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. We're going to take a break and come back on the NFHS Network. Welcome back here to Glendale, Arizona, as we see Allie Roseberry. We said there was going to be some blood, sweat, and tears, and you could see Allie Roseberry. She is a freshman. She has been taken off on the golf cart. I mean, you cross your fingers that she'll be okay to play in the near future, whether it's her club team or anything of that nature. But her season is over. Her freshman season is over. She's not going to return with under 5 minutes left with her team trailing by 4. But it's getting physical out there. But they're playing hard. That's the biggest thing that we can say. As I mentioned, I was talking about cool people when that incident happened. Matt Schmidt, who is the cross-country coach, track coach here at Glendale High School, he's been running the scoreboard and the clock and public address. He's been very good, and we look forward to seeing him on Friday. He's been a big part of this championship, and also we can't leave out the guy who puts all of this together, and that is Dave Shapiro. He is the tournament director for the AIA, and he's the guy who has the tough decisions of, hey, I'm going to have the 3A championships at this site and the 4A championships at that site, and you've got schools that want it, and not every school can host state championships and times and securing locations. Not an easy job. You've got games that will be played in Tucson area. You've got games that will be played up north, high seeds, low seeds, all of that. So props to Dave Shapiro. He joined us over the course of the first half, and actually he just left the studio. So there's a lot of people who put together the broadcast and the championships for the AIA. But it's all about the players. That's the one thing we definitely see. It's all about who's going to win a championship. Allie Roseberry, we hear that she is okay, number 9 for ALA Gilbert North. And that's good. That's very good. It's one of those things where when you see an athlete taken off via a cart, it's a little bit more serious, but you'd like to think she was probably more shaken up than any actual injury. And it's good to hear that we did get the official word that she is okay. And in these waning final 2 minutes and 45 seconds, props also to the security here at Glendale High School. It can be challenging. I mean, I'll say this, even parking your car in certain areas. Well, where do you park? You have to park here, and you've got the gates open, and there's some security and safety involved, and they've made it a very pleasant experience for all 8 teams who have shown up for the semifinals, boys and girls. And, of course, you've got 4 teams advancing to the Friday championship. But one of the things, and we all know that soccer can be a very emotional game, especially for the fans, probably even more emotional for fans than the actual players. And there's some 4-letter words that get mentioned to the referees and that sort of thing, but some of the security here has really taken charge. One of the young ladies basically said, hey, you know what, folks? We get it, but if you continue with that language, you're going to be escorted out. And I think that's awesome. That is very awesome. This is a family broadcast. It's also a family atmosphere. We see numerous young kids running around. So regardless of if there's a missed call or not, there's really no need for that type of language. But the language I will use for Northwest Christian, beautiful. 4-0 lead with 75 seconds left, and this has been just I'm going to use the word clinic. Ellie Johannes had an amazing game. She had the hat trick. They were just really on point. They truly were. They defeated a strong ALA Gilbert North team. Now, here's the crazy thing. These 2 teams met back on November 30th, and it was a 7-0 game. So they beat them 7-0 in November, and it looks like the final is going to be 4-0 here tonight. But we've still got some seconds left to tick off, and the athletes will continue to give 100%, which is what they always do. Dylan Gonzalez will send it out of bounds. And the girls take a tumble, and the clock is under 10 seconds. And we will say right now, congratulations to the Northwest Christian Crusaders. They shut out the ALA Gilbert North Eagles by a score of 4-0 and advanced to the State 3A Championship game against the Sabino SaberCats on Friday night at 5 o'clock right here on this very field. So Friday night, the girls 3A semifinal, the girls 3A state championship And at 7:15, it will be the boys' state championship, the top-ranked ALA Gilbert North Eagles against the number 3 Phoenix Country Day Eagles as well. So you get the idea that the Eagles are going to win the championship. Thank you, everyone, up and down the line for listening. We've certainly spoke about all of the people who have made this production really top-notch. Congratulations to the winners. Those who came up short, you had an amazing season. My name is Brett Quintine. We will see you guys Friday night at 5 p.m. for the state championship games. Good night from Glendale, Arizona.